Gentlemen, let's begin the draw for the $800,000 Sunland Derby.
Sunland Derby will be our 12th race, and there's 8 horses in it. Number 5, No Spin.
No Spin draws to 5, owned by Ray Willis and Leonard Block, trained by Tim Ice, who won the Belmont Stakes with a horse called Summerbird here a few years ago. And the rider will be Channing Hill, regular rider at Oakland.
Number 8.
Number 8, Just an Old Song.
Locally based Just an Old Song, owned and trained by David Wolochuk, ridden by Rye Eichelberry, will be number 8.
Number 4.
Number 4, Isn't He Clever?
Isn't He Clever, owned by Kirk and Judy Robeson, trained by Henry Dominguez, and will be ridden by a guy you might remember. He was the leading jockey here at Sunland Park a couple of years ago, went on to Canada and did real well. He's coming from Gulfstream for the mount. Luis Contreras will be the rider.
Number 3.
Number 3, Stirred Up.
Stirred Up from the Bob Baffert barn, number 3, ridden by Martin Garcia, owned by Bob LaPenta, who's one of the top owners in the country. He had a little horse called Icebox, you might remember, that ran second in the Kentucky Derby about 3 years ago.
Number 6.
Number 6, Daddy Knows Best.
Daddy Knows Best from the Steve Asmussen barn, owned by Kathy and Bob Zollers, who had Fusa Code, the winner of the Borderland Derby here last year. And the rider is Julian Leparoux.
Number 1.
Number 1, Castaway.
Well, Bob won't like that because he never likes to draw the rail. But Castaway with Rafael Bejarano, certainly one of the best riders in the country, owned by one of the strongest ownership teams in the world. John Magner, Michael Tabler, and Derek Smith. They won 2 Breeders' Cup races last year, and they've won the Irish Derby 7 years in a row, Ireland's most prestigious race. So a real powerhouse operation.
Number 7.
Number 7, Tequila Factor.
Locally based Tequila Factor draws to 7, owned by JT&B Racing, trained by Skook Wilson, and the rider will be Miguel Hernandez.
Number 2.
Number 2, Ender Knievel.
Ender Knievel, number 2, owned by Alto Racing, a partnership headed by Gil Moutre of Carlsbad, who used to be a member of the New Mexico Racing Commission. This horse is trained by Todd Pletcher, as we said, and ridden by John Velasquez. So there's your 8 for the Sunland Derby. Now let's take a look at the morning line. Here's your odds. Number 1, Castaway, is the 2-to-1 morning line favorite. Number 2, Ender Knievel at 6-to-1. Number 3, Stirred Up, will be 8-to-1. Number 4, Isn't He Clever, 4-to-1, third choice. Number 5, No Spin, available at 8-to-1. Number 6, Daddy Knows Best, the second choice, 3-to-1. Number 7, Tequila Factor, 15-to-1. And number 8, Just an Old Song, 20-to-1.